So I think the majority of the times I went to the dentist was with my mom, and I think she was fairly positive about it. Even if she wasn't, she always kind of kept everything together. Kind of to go on a side story about that, when I was 6 or 5, I think, my dad had left for work, and I was like so excited. I'll be so excited for the most random things. I was a weird kid. I'd be so excited for bath time too. So I was running around the corner, had like my just army of dinosaurs, because obviously, if you guys want to talk about dinosaurs, I have a lot of knowledge, obviously. So I was running around the corner. I know, yes. So I was running around the corner, and I hit head first into the side of the wall, split open my head. I have a scar that's still here. So my mom tells me that story because she was like freaking out, but she was like, didn't want to like have me freak out too, because that wouldn't have helped the situation. She's like, oh no, it's okay. And then on the side, she's like dying inside. And she told me, she brought me to the emergency room, and she kept composure, brought me there, and then she remembers hearing me crying because they had to do the stitches, and she broke down after that. But for the most part, my mom just has always kept it absolutely together, and I look up to her for that. So thanks, Mom. Kind of crazy story. And then you could probably tell me what exactly had happened during that time.
Okay.
So I was in Vegas, and
every good story starts with, so I was in Vegas.
Exactly.
I just want to know the exact amount of alcohol that was in the story.
It was a lot. It started out as not much. I was out there with 2 of my best friends, David and Matt, and we're like, you know what? This trip is going to be like a relaxing trip. Like, we're going to play some poker, play some blackjack, go to the pool, eat good, not be too crazy. So this new club opened. So you already know where this is going. And
we have Vegas, and we have a new club.
Yeah,
I can't wait for number 3.
Our friend Angela was an event planner, so she was amazing, and she always had the inn. So I think I want to say it was like Lights or One Oak. I don't remember the exact name. And we went there, and we got some alcohol. We're like, you know what? We're gonna chill. We're gonna have a good time. And there was a bachelor party right next to us. And they were like, they left early to go to a strip club. And they're like, hey, you want to come? And we're like, no, we're good. But they had all this booze left. And they're like, well, you can't waste this. And I was like, they're right. We cannot waste.
It's your duty as a human being.
We cannot waste this. So earlier in the day, in the morning, I had been running a lot that time. I know we talked a lot about running. And my buddy Matt was like, you're trash. I could beat you in a foot race anytime. So we're like, we'll figure that out. Well, cue drunk me and him bringing that back up. And we're coming out of the club, and he starts running and is like, you can't catch me. And we're pretty much on marble floors and dress shoes.
And what is the blood alcohol level at this point?
I don't know. And I go straight after him, and there's a curve. He makes the curve. I am not lucky enough to make the curve. I slip, and I'm laughing. So my whole mouth is open. And I hit dead onto the edge with my 2 front teeth. And it cracks from the middle down. And I think it cracks one other one.
I just want to point out that there's a pattern here, because your first story had to do when you were younger. I think you ran into a wall. And now you're in Vegas as an adult, and some things just never change.
I am very reckless runner.
I'm sorry, Doctor. I'm just having fun at your expense.
For the record, you like to have fun.
I like to have fun, and apparently I like to go fast. And sometimes I don't make a corner.
So tell us, what you have your teeth are broken.
Did you call your mama and she said, calm down?
I did not, because I was too ashamed. I actually, I have to give props to my stepmom's dad. He was the only person I knew out there. He lives in Vegas, Peter, but it was a holiday weekend, so we couldn't even find a dentist. So there's nothing I could even do. So it was just it was like I had to chew on way deep into my mouth, because as the moment anything hit it, it was like absolute searing pain. So I came into you guys. I forgot the doctor's name that attended me, but it was like, well, shoot, I don't know if you wrecked it so bad that we're going to replace it. Basically, they want to do a root canal, but they weren't sure if it would actually work and the tooth would hold. I have no idea what that means. All I know is that at the end of it, there was a lot of drilling. Sticks were up there. And they were able to rebuild everything. And it's actually funny because that's the tooth. So I chipped that tooth on salad 3 weeks ago, and that's finally going to be coming back in.
Now, was that the first time that we saw you, or had you been in before?
I had been in before.
Okay.
I had been in before.
Well, you have a beautiful smile.
Oh, thank you.
So, you're welcome. And I'm sure
Thanks to you.
Okay, you're kind. You're kind. So I'm sorry you had that experience, but
Yeah.
it sounds like in the end, it turned out good.
Yeah. So,
Good.
yeah, it did. I just,
When you were on the plane ride back to Houston, and the stewardess, what did you what do you call them now? What's
The flight attendant.
Thank you. Did anybody ask you? Was it visible? Was it
it was
noticeable?
very
And
visible.
You have such a big smile, a broad smile, that I would think a chipped tooth would be noticeable.
I did have multiple people talk about it. I had to relay that conversation or story multiple times. I did have a few girls say it was cute and I looked like a vampire. So I was going to take that compliment. So yeah, a lot of people definitely talked about it. It was not easy to hide, and that's an interesting thing, right? That's how important dental hygiene is, right? I think you sent me a meme a while back where it was a guy missing a tooth.
Yes.
And it was like, I bet you also didn't realize he had no eyebrows.
Correct.
Because smile is
That's what
first
you
thing
notice.
you see.
Yeah, you notice the smile. Yeah.
But what happened during so I had no idea what they did. I was just like, sounds good, because I wanted new teeth. What did they do to fix my teeth?
So I think when you came in, you may have seen Dr. Cruz, and what she did was just magic.
Okay. She just waved her wand.
Magic
That was
wand.
The wand from the treasure box.
Yes, seriously, on a tooth that's broken and painful like that.
Yeah.
And I wish I had known we were going to talk about this. I would have looked over your record so I could be more sure.
Yeah.
But it sounds like what was done was a root canal.
Yeah.
Maybe a post in there. That's as you called it, a stick.
A stick.
We
It's
like to
just a
say a
toothpick.
post.
A post.
And we would never put sticks in anyone's mouth.
Yeah.
So we put the post in
Yeah.
and then shaped the tooth and made a crown.
Okay.
Crown's probably made out of some sort of porcelain.
Okay.
Or maybe a zirconia material, which was one of the new materials we use. And they're beautiful and they're very strong. So I'm glad you were able to be helped.
And you guys referred me to go do additional work at the